Hmm. Well,
Hey,
hey, how are you?
good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for doing this.
Um, no problem.
Okay. I'm just having us go live right now. It's gonna be great.
Um, my head looks too plain. I feel like I should wear a hat.
Yeah, you didn't get my memo about the hat.
Hats, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. G- Whatever.
No, you look great.
There's a weird light line here. Yeah.
Hey, I have a. I'm not messing with my lighting. There you go. Okay. No, I don't like that at all. Yeah, are you good with technology? That's my first question.
No.
Okay, good, good, good.
There, I found a hat.
It's cute, very French. Okay.
What?
I said, "Hi, okay. Hey. Hey, I listened to your Happy Good podcast. The first one.
Thanks.
No, I did it for you. Have you tried I was about the Indian food. Do you eat like a have you drank the lassi before? Lassi?
Yeah.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Are we live? Is this a show? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. It's a show. I was just lubing you up. Are you busy?
No, it's okay. I gotta get a hat. One sec.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, now you look real cool. Okay, so I wrote 21 questions to ask you about comedy. That's okay. And
Okay.
okay, and they're in no order. How long have you been doing stand up?
Like first open mic I tried was August 2019. I mean
Whoa.
1999.
Oh
But
man.
also like it could have been 2019. I don't know. No, 1999.
That's been a
I knew
while
there
then.
was 9 in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
How
20 years. But I didn't do stand up seriously for a bunch of years. I did Second City courses and got into improv and sketch a lot for the first part. So I'd say I didn't really take stand up. I was always kind of doing it, but I didn't take it seriously until about 2007.
did something happen in 2007? Like that made you.
Yeah, my uncle Ben died on the sidewalk, and a robber shot him, and he told me I should go and do stand up for the benefit of the whole world.
That's a really cool origin story.
Thanks.
uh, why'd you?
And then I became an only all right comedian for the rest of my life.
No, no. I think you're on an upward trend. What is that?
I think it's a real crystal.
Whoa. I'll send you my address and you can send it to me as a payment.
Have you played Zelda Breath of the Wild?
No, I only play basketball video games.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I only play basketball.
I do. Yeah.
Um, yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
it's a really long game. It takes a long time to get there, get to the end. It's like my daughter and I have been playing it for months now in self isolation, and we just got to the end beast that you have to beat. And then I was like, I have to go do this.
Oh, like before you got to beat the beast?
Yeah, and then I was like, what time is it? And then I had to do this.
I could have waited if you were gonna beat the beast.
It took months. His name is Calamity Ganon. It took months to get there. Months of hard work, chipping away at learning how to fight, doing all these missions.
So she
Anyways, it'll be fun.
is she just doing it without you now? Or do you only play together?
No, she's only 4.5, so she's eating a hot dog.
It's the dream.
Does that
Okay.
and does that nonsense match up with any of the other questions you're going to ask me?
I
So we
was
can
gonna
chip
ask
away at
what
some of the 20
your
questions.
yeah, I was gonna ask what your daughter was eating right now. So
Okay, good. So 18 questions left.
that's it. Keep counting them. Uh, why'd you do comedy at all? Like, why'd you get into improv? Or like, what happened in your?
Well, okay, so getting into comedy was weird. I just found that my body was. I dropped out of university because I was just partying and being a little butt. And then I've always loved comedy. I always like weirdly wanted to perform and make people laugh all my life. And my body just basically made me sign up for an open mic without me even being kind of conscious of it. And then as soon as I was on stage, I was really comfortable. And but then that was 1999 and 2000, and the open mics were really even more like pretty crude compared to now. And there was no like, it was all like racist, sexist, homophobic kind of angry dudes. I was probably also not finding the right shows, and so getting into improv seemed more of like a place where I could be silly with like-minded people, you know?
Right, like they were nicer people.
Yeah, like they just wanted, well,
Oh,
yeah, I think
okay,
so.
okay. Do you remember the
Hmm.
first like stand-up joke you did on stage, or like what was your set like?
Um, it was weird. I had a joke about do you remember the old Jenga? You know the game Jenga?
Yeah.
There was a Jenga commercial from the 90s where it kind of sounded like a breakdancing rap song.
Okay.
It was like Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. You take a block from the bottom and you know, you know what I mean? Like something like
Yeah, that
that.
is cool.
And I basically said, how come when I watched the Jenga commercial, I want to breakdance? And then I imitated that commercial and did some like breakdance moves.
Whoa. Can you break dance?
No,
Uh-huh.
I can't do shit now.
Do you exercise? That's not one of my questions. I'm going off script.
Uh,
You don't have to answer that.
yeah, I go for long walks. I got a Fitbit.
Oh,
I go for
hey.
long walks.
Hey, okay, okay.
Yeah, COVID-19 is not gonna get me, man.
I don't know if that's like the antidote. Just long walks. Do you,
Exercise? Why is everybody running so much?
I'm scared.
They're
Uh,
literally running from the beast.
yeah. Do you wear a mask when you go outside? I take it back. I don't
I
need
go.
to know.
I I wear a mask when I go into stores and stuff, but outside not as much. No,
No.
the
Okay.
streets aren't that busy around here, I guess. Or if the street is busy, it does feel kind of weird.
Yeah, it's creepy. Um,
Hmm.
when did you
What about you?
I haven't worn a mask.
Do you wear a mask everywhere? You don't
No.
even in like the coffee shop or the store?
I've just really stopped going to any place. Like I go run around outside, but I haven't been in a business I think since things shut down.
Oh shit! I've
Um,
been into some stores. It's scary. But you just wear your mask and then you sanitize your hands like a million times, and then you get home and wash your hands thoroughly, maybe twice. But
uh,
yeah, I've gotten food from restaurants. I've picked up groceries. I've gone to the LCBO liquor store.
oh, so you still like partying? Hell yeah!
I'm partying my ass off during this time. I'm taking advantage of all the space.
I was about ready to quit
Are
drinking, but
you?
no, sorry.
You were?
I was
But how are you getting groceries and food?
delivery,
Even groceries?
especially groceries. Yeah, I forget what the company is called, but like you just tell them what you want and just people sign up to do it. I think it pays pretty well.
Yeah, but is it that crazy in Ottawa right now? The infections?
No, no, definitely not compared to other places. I'm just, I guess, scared. I just
Well, we
don't want to
tried
be.
to do the
Sorry.
grocery delivery. We tried to do the grocery delivery, and it took a week. And was coming. The personal shopper sent us these messages like all the stuff we wanted wasn't available.
Yeah, I've had that a lot.
So it was kind of we were like, we'll just go be safe. And we don't go in. We go solo mission. We don't bring the kids.
Yeah.
It's one adult of the household, and that's about it.
I'm so scared when I see
But
just.
we've been doing that for we've been doing that for 2.5 months, and I don't think we're dead yet. You know what I mean?
No, you look healthy.
Yeah.
Hey, when did you
Yeah.
realize you were good at comedy?
Well, the weird thing is the weird thing with comedy is when you're first starting out, you kind of convince yourself that you're really good and special, and I think that's what makes you keep doing it when you suck, because you can't admit to yourself, like everybody kind of starts and thinks, I'm gonna fucking rip it up, I'm gonna revolutionize comedy, I'm the one. And then it takes about 10 years or so for you to realize, to be able to start looking back and being like, oh no, I was bad for so long and so many times and so many shows where I was like, man, the audience is freaking stupid. You were actually doing like the dumbest thing ever and you were not connecting with them. So I don't know. I think I keep getting better and better. It's been like 20 years, but I think I keep getting better and better. But it's like Jiro dreams of sushi. The guy was like 89 or something, and they're like, so you've perfected sushi, and he's like, nah, there's things I still want to do. I think it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't know what
Yeah,
is
I
it?
know. It's a documentary about a guy who's like, his whole life has been about making like the best sushi restaurant in Japan.
Uh,
Yeah.
Um,
People who watch this will know what I'm talking about.
I call them my Wamblets because my last name's Wambold.
Yeah. Do you wish it was like a better kind of Bolt instead of a Wham Bolt? Like it should have been Andrew Lightning Bolt or something?
No, I think Wham is cool. It sounds like German, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
in Germany. Who's the coolest comedian you opened for, in your opinion? Or the coolest experience opening for somebody?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have told any serious answers. I could have just been creative and made funny answers.
You can still do that if you want. I'm gonna
Did I
edit
blow
this.
it by answering for real?
No, I think most people have answered for real.
Who's most people? Did I open for them?
Uh, you open for Jeremy Hotz or Don
Who?
Kelly? Jeremy Hotz or Don Kelly, two Ottawa guys.
No.
How about Wafik Nasrallah?
No.
Okay.
But Wafik and I did some shows together at the Ottawa Yuck Yucks. The second one that was in the basement of a pizza restaurant.
Oh, like in the Little Italy. It's gone now.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. Hey,
It was sick. That show was sick. I would say I opened for Bill Cosby, Woody Allen, Louis C.K.
just the greats.
Yeah, all the hits.
Yeah.
You name it.
I
I don't
that'd
know.
be cool.
One time I opened for Dimitri Martin, and it was in a ginormous theater in Kitchener-Waterloo. That was pretty sweet. That
Oh,
was the
that's
biggest
awesome.
theater I ever played in.
How many people were there? Do you know?
Like 1 million.
Shit, that's huge. How did it
Yeah.
go for you? Like, did it go well?
Yes. Well, during Dimitri Martin's set, the audience for a long time were still chanting my name.
Whoa.
Even when he was doing his closer, like an hour and 20 minutes into his set, during his closer, some guy goes, "Bring back Chris." That
That's
was
funny.
sick.
That would
was
be
sick.
sick. That's cool.
I'm so lucky that happened to me.
I saw Dimitri Martin once. So
Was he skinny and full of jokes?
yeah, he did a Q&A afterwards, but I didn't know of Flight of the like I only knew him as a stand-up. I didn't know he had this whole career at the time, and so the Q&A really lost me.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you got to pay attention, man. Especially as a starting out. You got to know every comedian's career, and then so when you meet them, you can go, "I love this fucking thing," you know?
How I started our conversation. I love this the podcast.
Yeah, you're like, I listened to a bit of the first episode. Good thing you got going there, Bob.
I listened to it while I was playing basketball, and I found it didn't work. Like I normally would listen to like hip hop, and it just didn't have the same effect playing basketball. But I liked it.
Really? That's weird because I had that in mind when I was recording it.
Yeah,
I get all cozy and I lie on my bed and I close my eyes and I picture men playing basketball, and then I just riff and see where my stream of consciousness takes me. And usually it goes to really nice, beautiful, interesting places. Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was really cool. It's kind of a question I have written down, but I think it's kind of a weird question. I take it back. We'll get there
I
later.
don't like weird questions.
That's what I was thinking.
They
I don't
creep
know
me
you well enough to ask you a weird question. Hey, what was just
Oh,
for
go
laughs
ahead.
like?
I don't care. I don't give a shit about anything. I don't give a goddamn fucking shit about anything.
This is a
Ask me anything.
family show. Uh,
You guys, hey family, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, it's just my family. What?
You know what I'm talking about.
What? Okay, so you have like fans. You have like a real following in Canada. Is that? Do you know about that?
I don't think so. I
You do?
don't think so. There's one girl in Hampshire or something in the UK that sends me messages a lot, and she is very nice. And I would say that she's a fan, but I don't know about anybody else. Hampshire, I believe. Let me check.
Okay.
Hampshire. Let me see here. Hampshire. I believe it is. Lisa.
Lisa.
Hampshire, England.
Okay.
Now, Lisa sends me messages quite often, and she's very nice. That person is my fan for sure, but I don't know about anybody else.
Well,
Everybody else is my peer or my competition.
no, I know a few people that don't do comedy that really like you. They
That don't do comedy?
They
Well,
don't
then
do
they're
comedy.
my peer in a. Well, they're a peer in the sense that they're probably near my age, and we're both trying to make a buck. Yeah. That's really nice. Okay. I will say that's very nice.
Okay.
What
and
are their
they
names?
I don't know. Alyssa. She's
okay.
financially successful, actually.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
She's not gonna
send me more messages.
No, like that. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just shaved a ginormous beard off, and I keep looking at my naked lizard face.
It looks freshly shaved, and like I kind of had a tantrum and shaved my head completely bald as soon as we came into quarantine, and then like Zoom calls started to happen all the time, and it's just a terrible thing to always have to look at yourself. You just want to see a friend.
I think I grew the big beard out to hide the face, but I don't know. Then now it's hot. It's very hot in Toronto, so then the thing was just sweating and making me feel like I was wearing a wool face. So yeah, I just shaved it off to deal with the heat here, basically.
Okay.
But now I have to look at it.
Hey,
I look like my dad. Do you ever have that? When I'm clean shaven, I look like my dad. So I look in the mirror and I'm like, "Hi, Dad." You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what my dad has. A perfect goatee. He has like this, but filled in and a bit more red. And I look so much like him.
See?
Yeah. I kind of like
that kind of stuff drives me nuts. You're like, fine, I'll never have a goatee as thick as yours, Dad. You know? I'm sorry about that.
To your father? Wait, who are you sorry? What are you sorry about?
I'm sorry that you have to deal with your father having a better goatee than you.
No, I'm okay with
that. That's hard. Yeah, you say
that. Some of my Wamblets, they asked me to ask you some questions, if that's okay.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Am I on a delay?
No, I'm just like delayed. I take it back.
Yeah, I know.
You are slightly delayed. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm delayed too.
Edit that out.
Look at this.
Okay.
Hi. People are gonna watch and be like, "Hey, I'm delayed."
Oh, they won't get it.
Look,
Oh, are those like
what this is?
like
So
you know?
listen to this.
Okay.
You didn't ask this question, but these are magnets that people use to calm down, I think. You know? But someone gave them to me after a show in Winnipeg because after watching an hour of my stand-up, they were like, "Man, I have bad anxiety too. I think you need these." And they gave me meditation magnets to calm me down. That's what they got out of my stand-up show.
And they had them ready to go. That's so funny. Do you use
Yeah,
them?
they're
Do they
like,
work?
"Here, sir, calm down."
Do they work for you?
No, they're just on my desk. But yeah, they are kind of nice, actually. There's probably like a power, like an energy in here that calms down the blood in your veins or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay.
Greg.
So what are these questions? That's really nice.
Yeah, Greg Schroeder. Do you know Greg Schroeder? He's from Ottawa.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, "How are you so damn funny?"
Did he have a R in there for real, or did you add that? Like, it could. Are you sure it wasn't "How you so damn funny"?
No, it's "How are you so damn funny?" Greg Schroeder,
Oh.
2020.
You know what, man?
Okay.
It's just like, you know what it is? I just don't give a fuck, dude.
You
That's what
don't.
it is. I'm free as a bird. That's all.
You are free
I'm
as a
so
bird.
funny because, yeah.
Sorry.
Greg took me swimming in the lake where, like, so it was one summer I was doing the Ottawa Yucks, and Greg took me to the lake. Is it Meech Lake? No. What's the lake?
I
It's
can't.
the lake where they had this. It was like a real political lake. It's in Quebec.
I don't know the lakes.
I don't know where
I'm
it
afraid of
is.
water.
I mean, oh, you are?
Yeah.
Do you get your groceries delivered to the lake?
That doesn't make sense. If I'm afraid of water, why would I get them to the lake?
I don't know. It's funny. Trust me. Ask Greg.
I,
Ask Greg how I'm so damn funny
I'll
that
see
even
what he
something that doesn't
says.
make sense. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
why?
actually my answer ruins Greg question. Like Greg will be like, "Oh fuck, why did I ask him that? This guy sucks."
Hey, why don't you
That's a
do
nice
yucks
compliment, but
more?
honestly, there's no way. Okay, do you asking that or is Greg asking that?
That's me. That's me. And I kind of feel like I don't know. We could skip it. But I am kind of curious, like
But
why.
but don't you know what I mean? Like if someone sees your stand-up show and they're like, "How are you so funny?"
Yeah.
That's a really nice compliment, and you say, "Thank you very much." Jeez, like that's all anybody wants. But there is no real way to answer that.
No, I was just hoping you
So
did. I get a lot of praise for my comedy, so I need. Moving on.
didn't I do a show with you in like a bookstore?
Yeah.
Didn't people? I saw people saying great stuff to you after that.
No. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I
I
did
saw some people say good
great
work.
stuff. Funny guy.
I saw a couple. I saw a couple of your friends pat you on the back.
No friends of mine would ever go to a comedy show. uh, no,
I
Laura was
swear,
on the
someone
show.
patted you on the back. Pardon?
Laura was on the show, and I saw friends that we have in common compliment her after her set. Didn't come my way, but I was just happy to be there. I begged for like 3 years
Yeah.
to get
Well,
on the
she's
show.
funnier than both of us. So what are we gonna do?
Uh, I've long thought that. What are we gonna do? Just like befriend her. That's what I did. Just take me to the top, kid.
Yeah, I know. Do you need a writer? I mean, no, you don't.
Hey, okay. I actually have
Uh,
a. Sorry.
uh,
Okay.
this is like, are you okay? One, is anyone gonna watch this? Two, not gonna like it because it's sloppy and bad and stupid. And I should be fighting Calamity Ganon on Zelda. Are they gonna like this? No, this is bad. Anyways.
What's
Do you guys
bad
like
about it?
this? Anyways.
You
What's
want
the
me to
question? What's the question?
just shot my confidence? Never mind about the question. Shit, this is bad.
This is
Okay.
bad, dude. No. I mean, I'm like being a sloppy ding dong.
No,
I'm not prepared to be on a podcast right now.
it's okay.
That's what it is. I rushed.
Um,
What's the other one?
the other, what? What?
I feel like you have 14 questions left.
I do, but I don't know. Like this normally goes on for an hour, so around 8 we'll get you out of here if you're okay with that. Uh,
Look, does that
oh,
answer your question? Does that answer your
any
question, Greg?
Simpsons action figure?
Does that answer your question, Greg?
Yeah, I think it. Do you have
I
any
have a
more
question for
Simpsons?
Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're in a different room.
Want to know? Tell me a question for Greg. I'm interviewing in like 2 weeks, I think.
What's the name of the lake we went to? It was like,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was Meech Lake or something, or yeah, it had something to do with like politics. Something happened there.
Are you saying Meech or
I'm gonna
Beach?
Meech. Um, Meech Lake. We went swimming in Meech Lake. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Uh,
Can you hear me all right?
yeah, you froze for a little, but it's okay.
Can I share screen? No, you disabled it.
Do you want me to? I could undisable it. Hold on.
Yeah, undisable it.
Stand by.
Yeah, pretty sure this is it. Let me know.
Okay. Share screen. Okay, I think I did it.
Well, you're sharing your screen. Let me share my screen.
Oh fuck! I didn't even want to share my screen.
Host disabled attendee screen sharing. Get
Uh,
that shit out of here.
you know
Here, I'll
what?
show you. I'll show you. No,
Okay.
forget it. It's okay.
Are you just gonna
But
send
ask him
me a
if it
map
was
of the
Meech
lake?
Lake, but I think it, yeah, I
Okay.
think it's Meech Lake. I think that's where Greg and I went swimming.
Okay.
And then I found out that he was, anyways.
Where was
What's
that
your next
going?
question?
Okay, no, never mind. Okay, I do have a real question. I have a
That's
real.
for another show.
Oh, okay. So during the top comic contest this last year, right? Um, I voted for you a lot, by the way. Never
Oh
got my.
God, I shouldn't have done that. That was so stupid. I owe you one.
It's
Thank you very
okay.
much.
It's okay. I voted for a couple other
I
people.
shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
Why? Does it just hurt your feelings? Or
Yes, of course. Of course. It's the dumbest thing to do. Stand up comedy competitions. What the hell? I mean, it's kind of good because you get like, if you win, especially, you get some good promo and some good eyes on you, I guess. But I don't know. Stand up comedy is kind of like something you get into when you hate that kind of stuff. You know, you're kind of
yeah,
like an outsider and you don't like competitive sports and you don't like, being like, all like competitive and broy about. It's not like you're a marketing whiz where you're trying to like get the top sales of the freaking month or something. Like stand up is to me, I was really like a university dropout, kind of like, the classic kind of like ding dong, like, you know, just a bum, kind of like I was in punk bands and outsider kind of guy, like
yeah.
whatever. And then so stand up to me is like sometimes I'm at like comedy clubs and everybody's hanging out and you're kind of like why are all these people like rubbing me the wrong way, because aren't we all like-minded people? And then you realize like there's this kind of version of comedy that people got into it because they were like a theater kid. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sketch, improv, stuff like that. It's fine, it's cool, but I wasn't like that. I wasn't a theater kid. I was like a bum, bad kid, and etc. And so comedy to me is like that. And then all of a sudden you're in a contest and you have to play this game and be like, hey, like it's really embarrassing.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but it
But
was like a 10.
SiriusXM Top Comic is a really great contest and it's very rewarding for someone who can play the game and do it. I recommend it. I can't do it.
Um, okay, my question
It
about it was
hurts.
I saw
Hurts my
like
feelings.
I know it hurt my feelings. Actually, Okay, no, I take it back.
Oh, I didn't even answer a question about it yet?
No, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, I just saw that you were. I think you were interviewed about it, and
I'm
you
a
said
punk. I'm an outsider. I'm a rebel. You can't hang with me. Next question.
there wasn't a question. Um, okay, I saw that you wanted the money so you could like work on a show. So you could work on a show to pitch to a network, right? Would you tell me what the show was?
I don't know. I forget. Some comedy bullshit.
Okay, moving on.
The show is going to be called Funniest Guy Yet. And I was going to stroll down the street and nobody was as funny as me. And people would jump out of the bushes and go, "Hey, how do you get that funny?" And I'd be like, "Can't touch me. I'm a loner. I'm a rebel."
Yeah,
Is that cool?
yeah, it sounded cool.
I think I did have a show in mind, yeah, but I probably already pitched it without the dough, and I pitched shows a lot in Canada, and I'll even pitch a show that's about like family getting together and trying to work
Sorry,
things
Chris,
out.
your audio sounds crazy right now.
Oh, well, I'm away from my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me now?
I could hear you. You just sound like there's a thing happening anytime you speak.
I'll move around. Tell me if it gets better.
Oh, it's immediately way better.
Oh, yeah, you know what? My desk in the house. Am I better now?
Yeah, audio is perfect.
Okay, I'm just moving over here. My desk in the house is in like the far corner of my house. It's like far away from the Wi-Fi, so it sort of freezes a bit. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. I think that's so stupid that you have to like. I have the same thing. If I'm just 2 feet to my right, then my internet won't work whatsoever. It's bullshit. I didn't hear your answer at all though about the show.
What was it? What was my answer? I forget.
You could come up with a different one if you want, or I have like 34 questions to get to. Okay.
Oh, we got 34 left? Okay.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just being a cheeky little butt, but like, I did have a bunch of shows I was trying to pitch and develop last year, but I don't know. It's weird. And some of that stuff is all gone by the wayside now, obviously, because of quarantine. But I pitch shows in Canada all the time, and some will be weird, but some will be normal. Like, hey, I'm a guy with a family just trying to make it work. And they'll still be like, that's weird. So I feel like for Canada, I'm really stuck in this, like, that's weird brand, even though in my opinion, it's just straight up funny. So I don't know what to do about that. But maybe someday, you know?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Okay, I just got into Nirvana, the band, the show, and that seems like really weird Canadian television. So I just think, why can they exist? You can't. You know,
what channels did they go through? Like they were with Vice, and they were with who were they with before? Also, those guys bust their asses off. Like I don't think I'm as organized as those guys too. You know, like there's a work ethic issue as well with my creativity sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are great. I love those guys.
Me too. Hey, what people hate this question actually. Are there any like younger comedians that you really like?
Ask me the worst questions. You're getting the unfiltered, unbridled, uncensored, dirty ass Chris Locke content that no one else gets. I promise you.
Thank you. It's what I've promised.
You're getting all the stuff. Every answer is going to get me canceled.
Okay.
In this scene, Canadian scene.
I think you're pretty close to being canceled already, actually. Who
From what?
The woman passing out on your album. You remember that?
That wasn't a woman. That was a man. You mean the person who green outed during my show?
Yeah.
The demons are eating my head.
Yeah.
That was a guy, and
Okay.
I talked to him like months later. I didn't know it was him, and he said I was at the show. In fact, I had to leave because green outed. I was the guy that passed out. He, he smoked too much weed, and the room was too full, and it was too full, dude, and it was packed. And then
Shit.
I guess like it was too much, and he passed out. So what the hell? And even if it was a woman, a fine like woman that was at my show and she passed out, how would that be? How get canceled?
It was definitely a joke on my part. uh,
Don't joke about that on the internet. I'm so scared. I'm so
no,
scared.
I'm kidding. It was a,
You're getting the unfiltered, unbridled, uncensored, but still scared Chris Locke content.
that's good. Did I forget
Yeah.
then? Did he say like he was like? Did you know it was like a weed thing at the time of the thing? Like, did they say, "Oh, he's
No.
greening out"?
No, I was trying to be delicate. That was a
Yeah,
long time ago.
yeah,
But I was trying to be delicate about the situation. But also, since it was being recorded, I was like, well, I got to go in on this. I got to get laughs out of it because we just freaking started the show, you know? But
yeah.
then I actually met that guy, yeah, like a year or two later. And he told me, yeah, it was actually a while later, yeah. And he told me it was him and that was the scenario. Mm-hmm.
I'd be upset if I were you to know he like drugs almost ruined your taping. Not almost ruined.
I was more upset that he didn't pass out from being overwhelmed with so much joy and that it was just drugs. A lot of
Yeah,
people see that's the thing. Like, you think that, like, Greg's compliment is super damn nice. I really appreciate it. But a lot of people don't say those kind of compliments to me after shows. They go, that was amazing. And I go, thank you very much. Thank you. Like at that bookstore in
yeah.
Ottawa. After that show, so many people came up to me and they go, that was so amazing. Thank you very much. That was incredible. And I go, oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But then they go, no, no, not you. The drugs I'm on.
Oh, um,
And so I go, oh, okay, okay.
my dad came to that show, and I was so excited about it. But then after Sarah Hennessy's set, he was just like, "There's no way the next guy can top Sarah Hennessy." Like he just left because he
Mm-hmm.
thought that was so funny. Before you went on,
I don't mind that at all.
I
That's
don't even
very
know why I
nice. Good
told you
compliment.
actually.
It's okay. It's a very, very good compliment for Sarah, and I might even agree with him. It's okay.
No, you were great. You and the
Tell
director.
him, tell him, tell him thanks.
I will.
Yeah, during my set, the drugs killed. Yeah.
No, who are there any comics like in Toronto that you really like that that are newer?
Can you hear my baby?
I do. She okay?
Yeah. Nah, but it's cool, man. Let's keep doing it.
We can't let our fans down.
No, she's just going. It's actually bedtime for them, so this is the witching hour for my girls. But they're okay. This is
Oh.
like every night here. What was that last question? Sorry.
Yeah. Any new comics that you'd like? Take back the young, the
Yes,
newer.
a million,
Hell
a
yeah.
million.
Name names.
The last few years, I've been so reinvigorated and re-inspired by so many amazing comics in Toronto and in Vancouver and in Ottawa and yeah, Winnipeg. It's, man, I kind of actually um, like, it is true. Like, me and my friends really got going in the mid 2000s here in Toronto, and we all met at different shows, and we had like-minded sensibilities comedy wise, and we started this weekly series called Laugh Sabbath. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of my core scene, and luckily we all found each other and had so much fun. I would never like um I would never like change anything about that, but we were small and insular, and everyone at the time, the sensibilities on a broad scale hadn't changed yet, so we were really like weird and different and alty and all these words descriptors, you know. And so I feel like we were really discounted for about a good 10 years because of that. And then half my friends went to LA, and took those weird sensibilities that were already like normal and appreciated in the States, and they work regularly there. And then now I feel like Canada's really caught up with like silly stuff and nonsense and absurd, surreal stuff. And I feel like the younger generation, their 20s and early 30s now, are fucking just nailing it. And there's a part of me, like, I love doing shows with them, but there's also a part of me where it's like, oh, I wish I was kind of coming up now, where you didn't have as much adversity battled against you for being like so you're not doing real comedy. That's what people used to say to me and stuff.
Suck.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm still basically being the same guy I was. You know what I mean?
Just everybody else is caught on.
So I could name names if you want. I love like Ben Stagger. I love Jordan Brown. I love obviously Nick Nemiroff, but I feel like I don't even have to shout him out anymore because he's already like done everything that you kind of want to do. Like he did Conan, and that's kind of like everybody's last kind of peak goal. So, but yeah, Nick and Gavin and fuck everybody, man. And my favorite stand-up right now is Aaron Reed in Vancouver. Have you seen him at all?
I haven't, no.
So he's come up for like years. I think he's about 30 now or something, but he's come up for years with this weekly improv troupe called Sunday Service, and all of those guys are brilliant as hell. They're like the funniest guys in Canada. And then in the last few years, Aaron's broken out and got into stand-up more. And yeah, he is a fan of mine, or so he says. But to me, that's crazy because I love his brain. I love his stand-up. And it's kind of like, damn, I wish I could do that when I watch him. Like, but in a really joyful, I really appreciate it way. So thank you very much for asking that question, because I really, I feel like more people got to check out all these great comedians.
Yeah, I think that was a great answer.
There's so many in Toronto that I'm not naming a bunch, but if you start looking into Ben Stagger and Jordan, I brought Jordan to Ottawa in December, I believe.
Yeah.
We did the live on Elgin upstairs. Yeah. Yeah, and then Kyle Patton and like all these guys. Yeah. Hanif, Jetta, yeah, all these guys. Like once you start looking into those guys, you'll see a really cool scene happening.
Cool. That's exciting. Okay, I have a bunch more from the fans.
I actually got excited about something. Sorry.
No, I was excited. I just realized like I don't really have many follow-up questions to it. Like that's, I like them too. I like Nick Nemiroff's album. I've been listening to it lately. It's really good.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet, to be honest, but I love him obviously.
Man, it's so cool.
And,
sorry.
And he's like me too, in the sense that like we talk about like punk a lot, like punk music and stuff, which I feel like you just feel like every comedian's kind of got that counterculture sort of subversive edge to them. And then you get in the scene and in the groove a lot. And a lot of the people that usually don't make it don't have that. They're kind of like, I don't know, just playing this weird different game. And so it's nice when you like someone's comedy, and the personality wise they also have that kind of subversive edge. Like they don't care about lame shit. I don't know how to put it.
That's such a cool way to put it.
I'm like a 42-year-old fat bald dad, and I'm like, I hate lame shit, dude. I get it. I don't know, whatever, it's lame. I don't know what's whatever. I don't know what's cool.
Okay, what's the
lamest
lamest
I just like punk
shit?
Still. What's the lamest shit?
Yeah, if you had to pick the lamest, I had this prepared. What's the lamest shit, yo?
Just fucking like nerds, dude. No, I don't know. No, everyone's cool. Everyone's lovely. What am I talking about?
You're right. Okay, this question.
I like, when it comes to comedy, I need an edge, though. Right? Don't you? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you mean.
Not like an edgy comic that's like, I don't like, comedy to me is like you're trying, you got an edge to you. Laura's got an edge to her. It's like, there's some jazz to it. you guys are trying. You're something new. You're pushing it a little bit. You're trying to be original. You're not playing this like I want to get like everybody at an old folks home laughing, or I want approval from my parents still type of
Yeah,
comedy.
okay, I know what you mean.
I don't know how to put it. Like a clean fucking Winnipeg Comedy Festival set doesn't usually have an edge to it.
Yeah.
It usually sucks.
Yeah, I hate clean Winnipeg-based comedy. And everybody knows that about
But
me.
I love Winnipeg. Winnipeg's got one of the best comedy scenes in the world, but they've never let me do their festival, so I'm taking the piss out of them right now.
But don't
It's
you
an
think
awesome
that's...
festival. You got to do it, but I haven't done it.
I think it's crazy. Like, don't you have like a reputation that precedes you almost at this point? Like, why wouldn't they let you in? No? Is that not a...
Yeah, I know. I
I'll,
don't know.
I'll talk to my
It's
Winnipeg friends.
literally stupid. Like, it's okay. They can book whoever they want, of course. They got a mandate. They are getting a lot of good comedians out there for sure.
Yeah.
But I will tell you at this point, I think at least 50 amateurs who are in their like second year of comedy have done it before I have. An award-winning national touring club headlining comic. But it's okay. I think there's a lot of people that haven't done it, and that's the way the business goes. It's okay. But I won't mind, if you don't mind, I will joke about them because F it.
I'd rather you not, actually. I'm still trying to get in.
Are you making like a Zoom tape based on like a topic they've sent out?
Yeah, it's based on Vices, is the set I was working on.
Any comedian watching, I've never done the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, but you gotta do it. It's the best. I've never done it, but you gotta do it.
I just figured you did.
It's okay.
Okay, no, but this question, it comes with a built-in compliment, okay? And it's from like a friend. Have you seen KB Harwood in Ottawa? She's a comedian. Like, I'm just not sure.
Say the name again?
KB Harwood.
I can't remember right now.
Well, we'll say you haven't. I don't think you... Okay, but here's our question. What I love about Chris is he seems very unapologetically himself while still being very funny. Has there ever been a time in comedy where he felt pressure to change himself? And if so, how did you deal with it?
Man, definitely. Yeah, because like exactly what I'm just talking about.
Yeah.
It's like all my life, especially in the beginning years of comedy, you walk this fine line of being like, who am I? Who do I want to be? And who does the industry want me to be? And that gets like, I'm talking about pitching shows to like places like CBC and Bell Media and stuff. And trying to get into these kind of festivals where it's like clean sets and there's topics that you can and can't talk about. And yeah, so once you start getting into that world, it's definitely, you got to make a choice. I like, for example, I remember I was in an office one time with Ron James, who's like a really, Ron James, like really awesome guy. But we were riffing, and he said kind of like a dark, really funny, like twisted joke just for us hanging out, and we were all joking like that. And I was like, "Would you ever? That joke's incredible. Would you ever bring that joke with you on like a tour or something?" And he was like, "No, I can't because of the audience, right? His audience, the audience he's established, and there's nothing wrong with being aware of that. That's actually valuable." And I respect that for sure, but that's kind of the thing. You have to make this weird choice, like some people double down and they're like, I'm going to be the guy that says all the stuff the alt-right believes in. That's my gimmick, And then there's some people that are like, I'm going to be insane and surreal and riff or whatever nonsense and see who will come with me. And then there's people that are be like, I literally want to be Seinfeld. I want to take like a cereal box and I want to look at it for 5 hours and then leave with 20 jokes about what a cereal box is, how a cereal box is weird or whatever. Or like, how do I eat a grapefruit? It hurts my fingers. Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, so when you're definitely in the first at least 10, 15 years it takes some for me because I'm a slow learner. Like I was always like, it's really hard. Yeah.
Okay,
My best
that's a
advice
good answer.
to if so, do you have young comics watching this for real?
Yeah, that's generally who watches. It's like the amateur comedians in Ottawa.
Oh, I feel like was such a dick half the time on this thing. Edit out, edit it until now.
It's live. But
Oh crap.
it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Listen, the thing is what I'm saying is, uh, don't second guess your gut. The audience will help you guide what's funny and what's not funny, but still stick with what you think is funny and what makes you laugh. The comedy I do today at the age of 42 is still it's still based in the root of me skipping class in high school and getting high with my friends and riffing with my friends because that was my favorite part of life. So in high school, when you're supposed to be like thinking about what's my career going to be in the future, I couldn't get past like riffing nonsense with my friends is my favorite part. And I'm sure if you've seen me live, like, yeah, half the stuff I do is written, but I still am trying to riff with the crowd and be playful. But it took me a long time to embrace that because I felt like for a long time that I wasn't playing the industry game the right way. And now I don't give a shit and I'm way happier.
Yeah, I watched your live and loose special. I think that was in Winnipeg, right? It was really
Yeah.
that was good. Good job.
Home of the Winnipeg Comedy Fest. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Um, no, I have another question, and I'm not sure. Okay, kind of a long one. He said, "Who were your comedy influences when you started? Any good Norm Macdonald stories? Uh, how do you deal with bombing? What is your ultimate comedy goal, and has it changed?" We can pick one of those
What?
questions. Yeah, it was a lot in one. Uh, do you know Norm Macdonald? I don't know why he's
Norm
asking about.
Macdonald said I was. Well, we did Match Game together. We did
Right.
5 episodes of a short-lived comedy network show called Match Game that Darren Rose hosted, and Sean Cullen was on it. And
Deborah
yeah,
DiGiovanni.
uh, I made Norm laugh, and he said I was very funny. So that means a lot to me. But he still won't follow me on Twitter or answer my tweets when I try to tweet him and say like, Norm, talk to me. But yeah, Norm is like a genius. What are you gonna do? I mean, um, yeah, my comedy goals would be to just like keep being able to live off of it and yeah, keep building a fan base that likes my stuff for me, and I really appreciate that. Like I do have some people listening to my new podcast regularly already, which is I'm super lucky about. I have a new album coming out with Sean Cullen where it's just like long 5 to 7 minute tracks of us riffing as these characters named Tony and Keith that I am really excited about. And I
Hey,
would love if like
when's
this
that
is
coming
over.
out?
I was actually editing it today, and I'm just gonna put it out on like through CD Baby, so it'll get out fast. I feel like I can't remember. I feel like they put maybe a 2 week hold on it, but it'll be very soon,
Oh, that's
within
really
two
cool.
weeks. And yeah, so we've been doing like live loose shows around here in Toronto for the last 2 years, and it's so fun. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Just standing on stage and riffing nonsense with the audience in mind, not alienating them, and just having so much fun where we're making each other laugh and the audience is laughing. That's like my favorite thing. So, and then I recorded a birthday show about a week quarantine happened, and I've got to edit that album, and I'm gonna put that out. Yeah, and
Like,
it's got some new style kind of jokes on it that are really weird and almost like anti-comedy, and I really like it, and it's funny.
that's exciting. What a good time to put out content.
So I guess I'm kind of doing my goals, but I want to keep up with that stuff and keep.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, if you take the comedy biz and the comedy answer out of it, my real goal is to go crazy and live in the mountains and have everyone leave me alone. But for now, I kind of need to keep doing comedy more before I can get that way and then escape.
Okay. Yeah. I know. That's good.
Has
Yeah,
Jeremy Hotz done the Winnipeg Comedy Festival?
he's done it all, baby. It's what he told me verbatim.
The
Uh,
guy's a master. I've never actually met him. He's a Canadian master.
Ottawa
Yeah.
specifically, we claim him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sweet. Yeah, man, Ottawa is crazy for
yeah.
giving birth to great comedians.
And they all move away. They all move.
Yeah, well,
You got it. Okay,
I
I
mean,
have.
Toronto is small potatoes. I'm not going to say anything about Ottawa, but Toronto is still small potatoes in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I
But
mean?
it's still like it makes Ottawa seem like small potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, Ottawa's fun. Ottawa
I
has
love going to Ottawa.
it
My
is.
friend Luke usually books my shows there now
He's
when
my
I
friend
go. Luke.
too.
Oh, he likes me more.
Absolutely. Most of our friendship has
But
been
yeah,
me asking if I could open for comics that he brings to town. So
yeah, I think he's got some good taste for sure. Yeah.
he's really cool.
Um, yeah. So I really love that. I can go and do shows in Ottawa on those terms with Luke's help and you guys opening and doing all the fun stuff. And it's not just like, you know, a Yucks gig. I mean, I Yucks is invaluable. I think if you're starting out, get into it, do it for sure. It's great for learning and growing and traveling and all that stuff. But, you know, for me, it's like if I could get a handful of like-minded people out see my comedy and grow a fan base that way, and then it's also not just like a drunken bachelorette party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. People are
Uh,
there for
I,
the show.
I really yeah, I appreciate that about Ottawa a lot. You guys are really freaking awesome.
So it was like a purposeful thing to not come and do yucks anymore and like kind of come through that way.
Well, at the end of 2015, Mark Little and Tom Henry and I booked a Eastern tour, and just like hard, like I don't know what's the hard scrabble, slapdash, you know, like those kind of words. It was just like the three of us doing our best to make a tour. Mark booked some venues, I booked some venues, and I in Montreal we had a Wednesday show at the old Comedy Works, which isn't or even around anymore. And Yucks at the time had a club in Montreal, which I don't even think was there for a full year, and it wasn't there 2 weeks after our tour closed down. But Mark still contacted me, Mark Breslin, and said that there was a slight. He was very polite about it, a slight conflict with us doing the Comedy Works on a Wednesday in Montreal. So what do I want to do? And I talked about it for a long time, and was like, I have to do this tour because I booked the whole thing. I'm not going to go to Montreal and just sit and watch my friends do the show. So I was like, please, you can fire me for not doing it, and I apologize, but I guess I'll go the independent way at this point. And he was very kind and understanding about that, and yeah, but it was so that's kind of how I left Yucks. But it wasn't with any animosity. It was just because really I've got ants in my pants and I need to dance.
I love that expression. That's a great way to describe your comedy. Like you got ants in your pants.
Yeah,
That's really punk. That's really cool. Okay, I have
yeah. It's none of that lame shit. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, fuck lame shit. Okay, I got two more questions, and they're both hypothetical, fun ones. Okay.
Okay, good, because I have to start another Zoom thing like now.
Oh, okay. Do you want to just say goodbye?
Um, I'll answer them quickly.
You could do living or dead, any comedy tour. Who would you have? If you're hosting, who's going to open, middle, and headline?
I'm hosting.
You're hosting, yeah, and it's living or dead, whoever.
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I would say I don't even want to host because I don't deserve to be on the same stage as them. But I would say that I would like to see Richard Pryor and Groucho Marx do something live, not together but separately. Yeah, and then I would host, but I'd be like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, if you had
I don't
a
know.
no, it's
Go another
fine.
one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, last one. Uh, okay, if you had to do, not had to, if, no, if you were forced to do a Crave TV comedy special, what would you call it, and what would your intro song be when you walk out on stage if you were able to choose?
Okay, one, have you watched Tom Henry's 66 Jokes on Crave TV yet?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Everybody watching, watch that. And Graham K's got one out too. Ottawa Boy.
yeah, Ottawa Legend.
Um, yeah, Ottawa Legend. Sorry, I called him a boy. That's
Well, once you move
disrespectful.
to like New York, that's when you become the legend. You have to leave Canada to get more admiration, I've found.
Yeah, you can move to New York and fail miserably and get herpes, but Ottawa will still call you a legend.
Yeah, he went to America. Whoa.
Graham is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I love watching him do stand up. He is a legend. My thing would be called Crave, more like slave to the industry, and then I would come out to some sort of, I don't know, a song. I would come out to Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix.
Whoa, that is
Yeah.
that's really cool.
That's sick. That's not lame. That's cool.
Oh, it's a perfect way to say goodbye.
Good.
Bye. Thanks for talking to me.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Bye.
Bye.